So the next thing I want to chat to you about is search. Now, there is a prettier looking search in the works, with additional search filters and components that will be launched in the next few weeks. I'm not exactly sure of the delivery date, but that is in the works, and it's going to it'll be rolled out into the production space. In the meantime, though, there is an existing search. It's just not quite as pretty as that one, and it's really simple to use. So you'd see at the top of your site there is a search box, and you can pop something in there and search in it. So I don't know, test. Let's look for documents with the word test. Now, what I like about the search is that you're searching on a word in the document and a word in the metadata. You have quite a lot of space here to search on. So I have this terrible habit of remembering something in the document, but not remembering who wrote it or what the title was. I remember obscure stuff. So this gives me the opportunity to search on a word in the document, and that then gives me a set of results back. And then I can go and set up filters. So I can search on documents or news articles in this case. Perhaps I know it's a Word document or an Excel document, or whatever the case may be. I can search on only this site or all sites. And the new component adds additional filters. So you would be able to search not only on files, but a specific document type. So I can specifically close my filter up to say, I only want to see minutes. In this case, I'm just going to say I want to see files and I want to see Word documents. And the filter is pretty quick too. So that will cut down the amount of time you spend looking for stuff. And the additional filters allow you to search on, like I said, document type, date, like relevant date. Is it last month, a year ago? Is it a 2-year-old document, whatever the case may be? But specifically the document type filter is very, very handy when you're dealing with large volumes of data. Now, exactly how that gets implemented on a per site basis you'll start off with a really basic rollout, oopsie, like we have here. I wasn't supposed to click there. And then as you get used to the space and you start discovering specific needs, the makeup of these filters will change. So for instance, I can see a real need within procurement to be able to search on a vendor's name. So that would be a filter that procurement would see. I can see a real need within payroll to be able to filter on document types that relate to your monthly calculations, your bonus calculations, your incentive calculations, and so on and so forth. So that would be a document type filter that you would add, and so on and so forth. I must stop clicking in the wrong place. Good grief. The other thing that I love is that you can actually right from here, you can say, actually, I don't just want to search my site. I want to search the entire SharePoint, and I can come up with a separate set, and it gives me sort of a best bet kind of selection, and then I can go to see all to see everything on the tenant that fits the word that I used for my search term. And that is available on every site. And the content you see, something else I must just mention actually, because sometimes people forget to mention it. The content that comes back in the search is already trimmed to your security setup. So if your role, if the job you do requires you to see sensitive information, somebody's ID document, for instance, if your job requires you to see people's ID documents, you'll be able to see ID documents. If you, or it's actually, ID document is a bad example, company registration documents. If your job does not, or if your specific requirements do not entail being able to see, company data for vendors, then your search result will exclude company data for vendors from your results. So I find it extremely useful that it's already set up to build insecurity, on the search level. So you can search the entire tenant, but you'll only get back results that relate to you and that are important to you and that you have access to see. Any questions about that? Everybody good? Okay. We'll carry on from here. So